Okay, we got a percent word problem here. Joyce earns $200 per week plus a commission. I'll highlight the plus, a commission of 10% of her weekly sales. She earned a total of 350. What was the amount of her sales? We want sales, not commission. We're looking for sales for last week. Okay, so let's start to go to work on this problem here. We have $200 per week is what her base pay is, so she get paid that regardless of her sales, and she earned 350. So we've got to determine how much did she earn in commission last week. So we'll take her total pay less the 200 that she earns in commission. So that is $150 that she earned. And that was dollars that she earned in commission. If you want to know, I'm going to underline it again, her sales. This is 10% of some number. So some number, X, times 10%, and I'm going to go ahead and put that as a decimal, 0.10, is going to equal $150. That's what the equation would look like. This is what we're doing in our head or just doing on the calculator, but this is what it looks like. Now, I converted the percent to decimal by moving the decimal 2 places back to the left. If you'll remember on a previous video, we converted a decimal to a percent by moving the decimal 2 places to the right. So this percent to decimal, we're doing it in the opposite order, moving the decimal 2 places to the left. Now, we can look at a couple of answer choices here. We see $35. Well, we know 35 times 0.10 is not $150. That's going to be less because we're multiplying that by a decimal. So we would be less than the 150 that we need. All right, $150. Now the distractor in this question is the $150. If you just subtracted the two and got 150, that would be her commission. And the distractor is there because they want you to pick B, and you didn't read the question correctly. The question is what amount of her sales, not commission, but sales. So B is a distractor. So now we're left with C and D. So we could we could get our calculator over here. We could just plug 1,500 in and say, okay, what is 1,500 times 0.10? So I'm going to do 0.10. Don't know why this calculator won't handle the, there we go, let's see, 0.10, and we'll do that times the 1,500. And that equals $150, and that's what we want it to equal. So we would bubble in, choose answer choice C. Now let's talk about why answer choice D is on there. Answer choice D is if you took 3,500 and multiplied it by 0.10, you would get 350, which is the amount she earned total. But if you'll recall from the previous statement, the amount she earned total includes her commission plus a $200 weekly pay. So that's the distractor in D that they want you to choose, and that you're calculating her total sales based on commission. But just remember, take your time, and I say that a lot in these videos, but take your time when you're reading these, do some highlighting like I did here, and then determine what exactly is the question asking me and how can I use the information they've given me to answer that particular question.